Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be doing something fun, something new. We're going to be doing a love reading for all the signs. We will be doing individual signs, and I will leave a timestamp in the description so you can kind of fast forward to your specific sign, or if you want to hop around and see what your partner's reading is, friends, family, whatever that looks like for you, it'll be easy to find. Again, it's going to be in the description. We'll be doing past, present, or future. I kind of want to leave this little tidbit because, again, this is guidance from your guides. They want you to know that you're not alone. They see you. They're leaving you signs. They're with you. They want you to learn your life lessons to, again, get to a place where you want to be, whatever you're manifesting. So when I give you a future reading, which I don't like doing like future stuff because I always feel like that's a moving piece. Everything from the day we were born to the day to our final days, we always have options and routes and roads and lessons that we learn and some that we don't, and how quickly we learn them. These are the moving pieces. And I feel like whatever you get in that reading, just know it's not set in stone. You have the choice to make a change. Or if you like it, then yeah, continue down the road. Then you're getting a pat on the back from your guides, you know? So just remember that tidbit. Let's go ahead and jump right in. So I'm going to group everything by elements. So that, again, like if you have other people that you want to listen to, you can just stay within the group. So right now we're going to start with the fire signs. We're going to go with Aries first. Let's do their past, present, and future. Though one of these cards flipped, so I'm going to leave that out. Right. Let's go ahead and see what our past for Aries looks like. So we have Two of Swords, the High Priestess, and the High Priestess in reverse. And the Magician. So for the past, I'm getting a sense of there is either a situation that you already broke up with this person a while back, but you were still in a situationship. That's what it feels like to me. And there is a sense of hope, but like you see how bad this person is treating you, and yet you keep going back. There's a sense of falling back, continuously falling back. They breadcrumb you. That's the word I'm getting, breadcrumb. And you're trying, you have a picture painted in your, or had, right? This is the past. You had a picture painted in your head of what your future would look like with this person. And so you kept pushing for that image. That's what this magician is telling me. It's like you were manifesting, trying to manifest that perfect world, perfect life that you wanted for yourself, but you kept dragging this person in there when that person never fit that picture. And so there would be opportunities that were probably given to you to move away from the situation, and you never did. And so there was always this like loop of going back. You kept getting signs, you were ignoring them. That's what the High Priestess in reverse. It's like you were ignoring all your intuitive hits. So many bad things have happened in the past with this situation, and it doesn't make sense for how long you stayed. And I think this situation has ended a long time ago, because I keep getting a sense with the Two of Swords that there was like choices, and they just kept rearing its head. Like you kept getting choices and options to move away. And again, that's like spirit kind of sending you those signs, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, whatever you believe in. I feel like they were trying to guide you out of the situation, and you were just having a very, very tough time moving away. So that was the past. That was, again, like something that you went through, right? Let's go ahead and see what the present is looking like. So yeah, Five of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune. I feel like this was probably your reading. I don't know if it was posted. It probably would at this point be posted of your September. So for me, I'm getting a sense of, again, like the past, you walked away from it. There was a lot of suffering, a lot of hardships, and you walked away. So you have officially in the present walked away. There is a sense of a shift. So when I see the Wheel of Fortune, it's like the tide is kind of shifting. Maybe you don't necessarily see it right now because, like, again, this was a lot. But if you take a step back, you kind of see the progress that you have made to move on, to do better, to get yourself in a different kind of headspace. And you're making actions. You're doing moves, but you're not seeing them, but the universe is seeing you. Your guides are seeing you, which is why they're telling you. However, Page of Cups in reverse is showing me that you're in a situation where you are kind of maybe possibly turning down opportunities that are coming your way that are emotionally fulfilling. And I feel like, again, you have trauma. Maybe there's a reason why you're doing it because, again, you're not ready. Um, you're healing, or there's a sense of you're seeing a red flag in everybody and like everything that you come in contact with. So a lot of that, like to say, I feel like your guides are bringing this up because there's some things that are being handed to you by the universe, and it's an opportunity for you to heal in a way of learning what it is that you want, seeing that you can be treated differently, and um kind of like it's really just more, I don't know why I'm getting this, more of a reason you're getting these opportunities more so that you don't fall back to this person again. Because I feel like there is a pattern that you fall back to this person. Like you take 10 steps forward and then, sorry, 1 step forward and 10 steps back. So that is the reason why they're like kind of throwing people in front of you, like, here, bait, take it. And it's not necessarily a test. It's more of like, please just don't go back to make the same, like, learn the same lesson. You know what I mean? So, like, that's your present. Let's go ahead and look at the future. So, we have the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, and the King of Wands. So, I do see an opportunity of a person coming in that is King of Wands energy. And maybe it's not a person. If you don't feel like you're ready to see a person, that's fine. Maybe that's going to be more of like travel, excitement, something that brings you passion, maybe new job, maybe all like, something that brings you stability internally. But I do get it for a lot of you guys, a person is coming in. However, again, this is part of the lesson of whatever your hardship was that you're currently still kind of like moving away from. 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords. Okay. Look at the guy. Look at both of these guys. Okay, this is showing me that you're still kind of unwell from everything that's happened, and rightfully so. Again, I feel like you went through a lot of hardships in the past, but like I feel like you are internalizing all of this, and I don't know if you're blaming yourself. Um oh my gosh, there's so much emotion in this. I feel like you're carrying some kind of a burden where you feel like, oh, well, all this is my fault. Like, I'm the one that needs to be fixed. Like, I'm the issue because they made you feel like this past person has made you feel that way. They made you feel like you are not dateable, not a good partner, don't have your life figured out. And, like, mind you, if you took a step back, the reason why they broke that down in you is because they wanted to manipulate you in a way that they feel like you would come back feeling like they're the only person that can save you. Like, that's not true. If you took a step back and saw where you are in life, you'd realize how amazing and hardworking and how much you've gone through and persevered. And like, no one can take that away from you. Remember that, okay? Only you can give yourself that. They can't take that away. And I get a sense that there is some kind of burden that you do feel like you're not ready and you're not dateable and you are at fault for that relationship ending. And you go back and forth. I don't say like that's always a thing, but it does feel like you are really, the person really manipulated you enough to make you feel that way sometimes, right? And you are still absolutely exhausted. I feel like the hurt, the pain is all coming crashing down and you just need a break in a minute. And I feel like this person is going to come in, whether in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, it's like in the near future, someone is going to come in, King of Wands energy. So this is someone, again, matured. If it was a knight, that would be someone that's still kind of young and learning his life lessons. Page is somebody that is very young, naive, not really learning life lessons, is childlike, and I just don't like that for you. But the fact that I'm seeing a king walk in, this is someone that brings stability, who's mature, who's bringing the fire, the passion. They're very passionate, and that could go in like so many different areas. Like they could be passionate about their job, and kind of like you can see how hardworking they are. They'll be passionate about the relationship. Like there are going to be green flags everywhere. But I feel like there's some excitement, there's adventure, and again, fire sign, that is a fire sign. So maybe a fire sign is going to be coming in. And this is going to be a person, so there's the lizard sign or symbol in this. I don't know if you can kind of see it. It's in the background. And lizards are very resilient. So maybe this is someone who've worked their way from the bottom to the top. Like they know what it takes to put in the work into anything. And so like that can show you how much you can put into work in a relationship. So keep that in mind. Maybe you're not ready and that's okay, but that's a decision that you will eventually at some point have to make because and I don't think that's a bad problem to have, right? Like whether or not you want to accept this offer, but someone will be coming in. So I love this reading for you guys. I think it's beautiful. I think your guides kind of see you from start to finish to where you are and they're with you. So if you ever need guidance, just ask them. You can literally sit down and ask your guardian angels, whoever you believe in, to guide you, to send me a sign. I always ask for that in like my dream state, send me messages, and I kind of like remember my dreams, so I write them down. And of course, I get messages. I get messages during the day. A butterfly is my sign, so if I get butterflies, like that's a symbol for me that I'm on the right path and I keep moving forward, whether it's good or bad. I know that I'm on the right path, you know? So you can ask for things like angel numbers, you know? So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one and stick around. Maybe there's another sign for you guys to kind of look through and see if that person has something along the lines of, you know, where you can help them, et cetera, et cetera. But okay, so let's hop on over now. We're going to shuffle here and we're going to look at Leo. So again, fire sign. We're going to do past, present, future. Okay. Do we have 3 that popped out? We're going to leave it. There's a message there for you guys from the past in that. Okay. Oh, why am I flipping it? I don't like flipping it. I want to be surprised too. Okay. So for the past, we had the Empress, Temperance, and 5 of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting a lot of, I want to say healing. I feel like there's healing. I feel like there's some healing within some kind of a relationship that you have been in the past. So I don't know what it looks like now. Let's just, you know, not get ahead of ourselves. But in the past, there is a relationship that needed to be healed. And again, this could be you broke up or maybe you're still in the relationship, but there was a definite sense of healing. I'm getting that the conflict is over. 5 of Wands in reverse. It's showing me that there was a lot of conflict, a lot of fighting. Like it's just fighting for attention. Like maybe this person was busy, maybe there was another party involved, but it was just like fighting over things to get like to be seen is really, really important. Like I just feel like this person maybe wasn't putting enough time in the relationship. Again, maybe there was a third party involved, like placed in a way that makes sense in your life, but there was a sense of trying to fight for something for yourself within this relationship. And again, like there was a sense of like healing. There's divine timing involved. I feel like there was a lot of guidance in this situation to the point where you have grown. And again, like this is Leo energy to me. This is like, I'm not taking anyone's BS. You have completely evolved from it and become the Empress, where it's now like, I'm not chasing or attracting. If you want something, you need to earn it. Like you are now open to receiving. You're not chasing, you're not giving. And granted, like you are nurturing. I feel like you do have a sense of, especially if you're on the cusp and you have a little bit of Virgo in you, you could be that very nurturing kind of Leo energy, but you're strong and you know for a fact that like you deserve more. And so this is the healing energy that I'm getting, healing within the relationship, but specifically healing around yourself where you know you deserve more. And so let's look at the present and see where that kind of led to, if that person kind of did something for you, didn't do something for you. So we have the High Priestess, the King of Wands in reverse, and the King of Cups. So this is quite interesting. I have a feeling that this person that you were in a relationship in the past where there was healing involved isn't in your life right now. But you, again, this is very interesting energy and I'm actually loving it. So You intuitively knew that this situation wasn't right for you because, again, you have grown. You, in the past, you have already grown. You've already put your foot down. You know what you deserve. You are the Empress energy. You're not chasing and attracting. You're not chasing, you are attracting. And that like energy is, you were like giving this person, I don't even know if it was an ultimatum. It could have been an ultimatum, but it was more of like, this is what it is, take it or leave it. And I think you kind of were like, okay, goodbye. And because that energy is so confident and very decisive, you know what you want, you know who you are, you immediately let another person into your life. And that's a King of Cups energy. So it's like a water energy. So maybe it's a water sign that came in. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's someone that's emotionally more stable, more mature, someone who is empathetic, someone who is very understanding of, like, okay, when you have an argument, you're seen, you're heard, you're validated. I feel like they think their maturity is more like understanding that, you know, there's more to a relationship than what you think it is, and y'all are two different people, and you somehow have to have an understanding of each other, and that person is doing that for you. And I think you weren't getting that in the first relationship, in a sense that, again, like there was this, like, you weren't seen, you were fighting for yourself. There might have been another party, the other person wasn't giving you the time, the emotion, the energy into that relationship. So the fact that this is coming up again, I'm seeing a king. If it was a page and a knight, I wouldn't be like too thrilled about it, because a page is immaturity, it's childlike energy, very like spontaneous. Then the knight energy is like someone learning their life lessons and they're just still moving forward, but they're not necessarily a king. There's potential, but still not a king. And the fact that a king is coming in, I think you have someone currently right now you're toying with and talking to, but let's go ahead and see what the future looks like, because that's it. I feel like it happened pretty quickly. I feel like it like shifted pretty quickly. So we have the Two of Wands, we have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. So that's interesting to me. I feel like, again, there's some kind of power shift for you guys. So the future is I feel like you're stable within yourself. Again, the energy is still very heavy on the Empress energy. Again, very Leo like. I feel like you guys want to keep your options open. And again, like there's a sense of like you currently had another person come in really quickly, and like, yeah, they're probably good for you, but you may have had like a long relationship with this person in the past. And so you're kind of like, I don't know. You have a choice to make right now. So you do have the King of Cups energy still in the future, right? But I see that you're trying to make some kind of a decision. Because there's a cross in the road. There's a cross in the road. There's a road. There's a fork in a road. I don't know. Okay. There is options. And you get to choose like the path, the direction you want to go in. And a part, like the warning in this is that I feel like you are going to make a decision hastily without seeing things for what they are. Maybe something triggers you and you're like, no, okay, goodbye. Or maybe it's just like more emotional than it is logical. Like you're not seeing things for what they are. And so you might have a miss in something. So maybe the King of Cups deserves a little bit more attention, or maybe you are, because the Queen of Pentacles is your energy. Like you are stable for yourself. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like you do want to keep your options open. I feel like you do want to take some time to maybe travel, maybe do this, but you want to date around. Because again, I feel like there might be something about like learning about what you want and like the freedom. You like the freedom. The freedom is beautiful for you right now. Again, Empress energy, you're loving the attention. You're loving that like a lot of people are coming for you. And the fact that you saw someone come in very quickly gives you the want to kind of like, oh, like it gave you the ego boost and you're like, oh, well, I'm just this amazing, so everyone else is going to think that, which is with the energy that you're giving off, I can see that for you. Like you are very confident right now in yourself, in your situation, the place that you're in life. And so yeah, like your future is going to have an option. Like you are going to either choose to kind of like see what else is out there, explore, do you. And the King of Cups is kind of going to be there to, maybe you want to just settle down again. Maybe you want to give this a chance. But I do think maybe it was because it was too quick. That's why. So just know, never going to be a miss. Well, it could be a miss in this situation, but you'll always get another opportunity when you're ready. If you feel like you don't want to miss an opportunity because this is your soulmate, just know that there's more soulmates in your life journey, because takes two to tango. Like, your soulmate came onto this planet to learn lessons as well. So if they don't keep up with the life lessons with you together, and it could be different, but I'm saying like they evolve alongside with you, then it's a miss no matter what, and it would be on them. But I just feel like you have to do what is right for you. Ask your guides, ask for guidance, get the signs. Again, like, these are your choices and there's no right or wrong. I think that your future is going to be basically trying to figure out if you want to keep seeing the world or exploring more people, or going on the path of this person. And that's a beautiful option, because some people don't even have that, Some people are stuck in their cycle, so I think this is a beautiful reading. If this resonated, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these, and stick around because we're going to keep going here. We're now going to Sagittarius. So still fire sign. Let's go ahead and see what's in store for you. We're going to just shuffle a little bit here. I don't like doing the shuffling. This popped out. I don't like doing the shuffling where you split it in half and kind of do the deck like you would like with playing cards, because I feel like decks have feelings. And I don't know why I sometimes see some tarot readers do that. I'm just like, oh my God, they have feelings. I know I'm probably weird on that, but I can't shuffle like that. It breaks my heart. It does, because then they get bent. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, you know what? I don't want to see them. I want to be surprised with you guys. Okay, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead. See what we have. Okay. So we have a little bit of things that happened in the past. So we have the Nine of Swords, Ace of Swords, and Page of Wands. So for me, I feel like y'all have been single. There is a sense of, I don't know if it's a crush or someone that you've maybe dated or maybe are currently dating, but the situation is single for the past for me. I'm getting a sense there was some information that was given to you. So Ace of Swords is information. So divinely handed opportunity, message of information, something about knowledge. So for me, when I see this and then I'm seeing the Nine of Wands, something upset you. And I feel like you're hearing about this person. I feel, again, like you're single. There's a sense of confusion about where you are with this person. But there's something that came in, some kind of information that came in that kind of like rocked you. Again, like I feel like you've been staying up at night. There's anxiety. There's, and I don't know why for a lot of you guys, I'm getting a sense of this was a situationship that you thought was going somewhere and you dedicated a lot of time at this point to the person, but it just kind of like fell through with whatever you learned, or you feel like it has fallen through. We'll see what's going on in the present, but it gave you an opportunity to kind of like focus on yourself for a little bit. And I think you maybe traveled, maybe went out, maybe did something, maybe tried to find a new hobby, try to take your mind off of whatever this was, because I don't see, and maybe you guys were in a relationship, but I truly, for a lot of you guys, don't see that there was a relationship. It was more of a situationship, and it just, something rocked you. But let's go ahead, see what the present looks like. I don't know why I did that. Weird. Don't ever let me do that again. Okay. Yes. So we have the Eight of Cups, the Death card, and the Three of Cups. So yeah, so whatever the situationship was, and again, maybe some of you guys were in a relationship, but for me, again, I'm hearing single, but you walked away. So this is the breakup card. So if you were in a relationship, that is the breakup card. And the Death card being together, there is a cycle that ended. I want to like find out what that information was, but we'll see. I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But there is a sense of rebirth within, because that's what the Death card is. So a cycle ended and there is a rebirth. And I don't want everyone being like freaked out. Again, this is present, so you're probably already going through, but the fact that a Death card is in here is not bad. You can see the sun in the background, which is showing rebirth. This is for me. I like seeing the card, especially when I'm going through a tough time, because it's like giving me hope that the next chapter is around the corner, if that makes sense. Um, but there is again, with the rebirth, see the Page of Wands. You are doing your thing. You're going out. You're seeing your friends. You're celebrating, doing whatever is good for you. And it's more of like, I'm trying to disassociate my pain, not disassociate, but I guess ignore my pain and just keep moving forward and doing things. That's the energy that I'm kind of getting. Like you still think about it. And it, again, kept you up at night. This was traumatic. This was giving you anxiety. Um, but the information wasn't good. And I think that's what's lingering and sticking with you. But you did make the executive decision to walk away from that situation. There is a rebirth currently. So if it doesn't feel like it, just know that it is. It's around the corner. You're currently in the wake of like the new you, the new situation, the new opportunity. So now that's a segue into the future. Let's see what that has in store for us. Yeah, so we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Pentacles. So there is a sense of, I don't know why I said yeah, because for now I'm getting like more information. I feel like this person is going to come back. I was getting a different direction when I looked at it, but then like I got flooded with information. So I get downloads. That's how I don't need the cards. I use the cards to give you a visual more than anything. So I get more information from a download than I do these cards, because I see the cards, I see the meaning, but then I get more information as it comes in, and then I'm like, okay, that's what it means. So I get this feeling that this person is coming back because they see you being very like, free and enjoying life and being happy, and they don't like that because they want to be happy with you. And like I think there's like a sense of almost narcissism, but maybe not. Maybe they're just very possessive. I feel like they are possessive. I feel like they were in the past, but they like didn't want to make it official or something along those lines. And again, like tweak it in a way that makes the most sense for you, because it might not be exactly that they didn't want to make it official, but there's something about not being serious or taking it to the next level. But they were very possessive of you. Like they got to do whatever they wanted to do, but you couldn't do anything, and they were watching you. And that's a red flag for me, because if they're going out and you're not allowed to go out to see your friends, that means that they're doing something bad, because they know they're doing bad and they don't want you to do what they're doing. And so that's a red flag for me. If they're going out enjoying life and they're just jealous of your friendship with people and they don't want, it's because they're doing something wrong. And there's no trust. So again, like nothing about that is good. I see the possessiveness. I see that you have put in the work, and like I feel like you're going to go back because you feel like you put in the work. You already dedicated some time to the person. I don't think it was a long time, but it's still enough time for you to be like, okay, I'll give it a chance. And I feel like there is a sense of, I don't know. I want to pull more cards on this. Give me a second, because it's showing me 10 of Pentacles, right? So there's the sense of stability, but for me, it doesn't feel like a real stable thing. It's just something that you create in your head. And yeah, there we go. Emperor in reverse. Yeah, so it's for me, this is like it's false sense of stability. It's toxic. So for me, this is like Emperor in reverse is like aggression more than being stubborn. It's just aggression, being bully like. That's what it feels like. So there's a false sense of stability within this relationship, because again, like I feel like that you have had so many red flags. Again, with this information coming in, this was more of a solid information, but you have had red flags within this relationship. But again, I feel like your future right now, where it stands in the direction of where you're going and what I see coming with this person, like I feel like a part of you like is partying, going out and doing things for you to kind of stop thinking about this person, but this person is going to come back. And like a part of you thinks like, oh, like they're never coming back because of whatever that news was or information was. They're not going to come back. They're going to come back. They don't want to see you happy. So again, I feel like there's a sense of narcissism there. So now knowing all this, you can make a change. I feel like I said this in the beginning of the video, in the introduction, you can make a change. So if you don't like what I'm telling you right now, like, oh, well, I don't want to go back to that person, you can make that decision. And the next time I do this reading, it'll be different because you have made a different trajectory. And, like if, as long as a lot of you guys do it, right? Like I'm doing a reading for the people that need to hear it within this sign, right? There's people that are married within the sign and don't have the situation. But again, they're not coming to this reading looking at this and being like, "Oh, I didn't break up with my husband." Like, no, obviously not. But there are a big group of you who are getting this message for a reason. And this reason is now it's like, look, God, like your guides are showing you, like, hey, you can make a decision. Do you want to continue in giving this person a chance? Because if you do, you're going to have a false sense of stability. The Emperor in reverse is coming out. So this is showing me that that's what this person is. They're a bully. They are very possessive. They're not going to let you do anything. There is no stability. 4 in reverse, no stability. So, I mean, it's something to think about because that could be your path and you can try to learn your lesson through that, or you can make a decision to walk away and just continue being you. Because like just doing this is going to give you another opportunity as long as you say no. But again, that's your call, that's your decision, that's your life lesson, and your guides are always with you. They're always watching over you, trying to give you signs, like ask for signs. Maybe tell them to come in your dreams and leave you a message and you can write down your dreams. Or like the butterfly is my sign. So when I get that, I feel like I'm on the right path. Doesn't mean it's good or bad, it's just there. So just remember that, ask for help. They're always there for you. If this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. But let's go ahead and keep going. I feel like we're on a roll here. And we're going to shuffle again. Shuffle nicely. We're now hopping on over to Earth signs. So we have Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We'll start with Taurus. I like this. I like doing this. I like this, like, it feels like a community. I don't know. Like everyone's coming and watching. I don't know. That's so corny, but I don't know. It feels cool. I like get to see everybody's like love lives in one sitting instead of like pausing videos, and it's cool. Not cool if you're going through a tough time, but it's cool knowing that like you're not alone. But okay. Let's see. What do we have for Taurus? Past, present, and future. So Taurus, we have the 7 of Cups, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I feel like there was a situation where you were in a relationship with somebody who, okay, this is interesting. This is complex and complicated. Okay, so for a lot of you Tauruses, again, there was I think I said this in the last reading, some Tauruses might be married and not having this situation. That's perfectly fine. If it doesn't resonate, totally okay. Just leave it for the people that need to hear it, right? Because a lot of you guys that are coming in have had options. I feel like you guys are playing the field at the moment. I feel like, again, options are there and you have to pick a path. I feel like there's things like there's so many opportunities in like the love and the romance connection. Maybe you're talking to a lot of people at once, but it's coming to a point where you have to make some kind of a decision because it's not even a good look at this point, or you are in a place in your life where you want to make a decision or something like along those lines. And I see there's a sense of like maybe a heartbreak. There's a sense of like you did kind of like one person, but that person didn't feel the same way back. I don't know if that resonates or something along that line. And so like now like that one option that you were leaning on is kind of like gone. And I feel like you're trying to figure out, I think you're taking the time to figure it out. Like you weren't already in a rush in the first place because again, you were having all these options. So it's like you're taking your time kind of like maneuvering that decision. But I do get a sense that you liked someone very much and they kind of like denied the love, or maybe it was a miss. I don't know, I'm getting a feminine energy. Very like this person might have been nurturing. Doesn't have to be male or female. It was just very like nurturing and they were doing the right things for you, but you just weren't ready. if that makes sense. And now I feel like you are ready. And so there was like some kind of a miss. But again, I don't think that's like really tearing you down just because you have so many options. There's so many other people like talking to you. But now I feel like you're trying, there's a sense that you are almost trying to reach out to that person again. There's a sense of maybe I need to go back and see if that connection is still a possibility, something along those lines. But let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present. So we do have the Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups. A lot of opportunities. You guys are very, very open to things. And really, okay, so the fact that you have two aces, which is for me, this is a divinely given scenarios. I feel like you have so many avenues. I feel like they're divinely handed new beginnings. So you have new beginning coming in currently or is already in your place. Someone that's like coming in and bringing emotions, sparking passion, stability, action, adventure, spontaneity. I think this is like love. So I think that there's a sense of like, and again, sorry, I'm like jumping ahead. Knight of Swords being here, that's a knight in shining armor. I don't think that person in the past that you feel like was like the one and you let them get away or something like that. I don't think it's going to be that person, but someone is coming in knight in shining armor, someone coming in very swiftly that's going to like kind of kick it off and like really make you kind of focus on this person, and you're going to move forward with them. And that is the new beginning, the new love beginning, new emotional, like something that you're like feeling the butterflies and you're happy. There's a lot of fire. There's a lot of passion within this. There's a lot of adventure, excitement. So I feel like you find that person within the option. I do get a sense that presently you have made some kind of decision to kind of move forward with this person that you feel like kind of like swooped you off your feet, or is a knight in shining armor. Again, male or female, doesn't matter. It's just someone that kind of like love at first sight. That's what it almost feels like. It was so quick. Let's see what's going on in the future. So we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. We have the 4 of Swords and the 3 of Cups. This is, for me, really beautiful. So whatever the situation is with this new person, y'all are having a good time. I see that, like, you're at peace. For the 4 of Swords, that for me is like peace. Like, it's like, I was like, go, trying to figure it out. And now you're comfortable. Now there's a rhythm. Now, like, you're happy. You guys are having the best time. You guys are celebrating. I think you guys, like, kind of merge friend groups. You guys are going out, having fun. There is, like, chaos in the past. And now it's, like, not even chaos. It's just very, like, all over the place. And, like, now it's, like, you have this stability. And, like, you're not fighting the fight anymore of trying to figure out who's the one. This is the one right now. And it might not be here forever. Who knows? Again, that's your choice. But I feel very stable within this, very safe, very comfortable, happy, not bored at all. There's a lot of action, a lot of like movement and doing things, seeing things, friend groups coming together, families maybe meeting, but I'm getting sense right now it's just friends. We're not at the family part yet, if that makes sense. But again, like, you were fighting a fight for a long time that you weren't winning, just jumping around from person to person. And now I feel like the settling down is like really suiting you and your needs at the moment. And again, it could be 1111, by the way. So if that's your sign, I just have 1111 on my phone show up. So if that is something that resonates, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. But again, like, this is very beautiful. Ask your guides for help. If you want more signs, if you need more confidence in this situation to see if this is right for you, they are willing to help. You just have to ask. And a lot of people forget that they can ask their guides, their spirit guides, or whoever you believe in. Maybe it's God, maybe it's whoever, right? And they will help you. They're willing and wanting to help you. And I think just wherever you are right now, keep moving forward. And I think at some point, if you keep doing these readings, you look down the line, you might have more that grows from the story and like more options and more decisions that you can make. But I think this is beautiful. I think, again, your guides see what you went through in the past. Currently, you're kind of doing it, and the future is just beautiful. So keep it going, and we'll jump to the next one. Let's do Virgo. Again, I will, if earth sign, we're doing earth signs, we're keeping the earth sign rolling. If that's someone like a Virgo in your life, keep listening in. We're going to just shuffle really quick. and start new. I said this in another film, like I don't like shuffling where like you would shuffle the playing cards, split the deck, and like do that like bendy thing, because I just like feel like cards have feelings and I don't want them bent. I see like a lot of tarot readers do that because it is more efficient, but I see it and I'm just like, why would you do that to your cards? I'm not that. That's not me. I don't like it. But let's go ahead, see what we have for Virgo. I don't know. Hopefully there's 3. If not, there's another extra message. So we have the past for Virgo. Let's go ahead and see what that is. We have the 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. Okay. So there was a lot that happened in the past. I have a sense of, in the past, you have been trying to put an end to a situation and you didn't. Something wanted to end. You were already like off track with it. There was something heavy that was consistently happening and you wouldn't put it into an end. But something came in to your life pretty quickly. So we have the Knight of Cups, something that was like kind of pulling you away from that situation. So I feel like someone entered your life to kind of pull you out of this loop. I don't know why I'm getting loop, but maybe it was a loop. Maybe it was like a back and forth with a person. And this person came in and kind of pulled you away from that. And I'm getting the sense that this person has offered you basically everything you were trying to manifest. And with it being Knight of Cups, it's like Cups is emotions, and 10 of Cups, like you were the emotional stability that like cups are filled, that kind of thing. And so it was very easy for you to at that point pull away from that past situation. But there was a situation that kind of like wanted to end. You wouldn't let it end. And you were depleted. You were just a shell of a person of that you were at that point. And this person kind of saved you. So someone came in and saved you and gave you and offered everything that you wanted. So let's see what's going on in the present, because again, I feel like the past, there was a lot and it was just like so much so quickly, night coming in very quickly, and that was the only way. And I think, and I want to say this because I feel like your guides placed this person in for a reason, because I think that was a back and forth for a very long time, and that person came into your life specifically to pull you out of that. They were meant for you. They were like, your guides were like, I give up here. Just, we were going to wait till you were ready, but like, we don't want to keep seeing you go through this. And so they handed you this person. So in the present, we have the 8 of Wands and King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. So this is wow energy for me. This is wow. Okay. So with the 8 of Wands coming in, there's something that's like y'all's relationship right now currently is just moving very, very fast. There's a sense of fast commitment, fast moving. Maybe you guys moved in together really quickly. Maybe you guys are already official. Maybe you guys are engaged. Maybe you guys are married, and it was just so quick. There was something about being very, very quick. Like you had a message to tell people like, we're married. Maybe you guys eloped. Maybe you guys went to Vegas. I don't know. There's something about something being quick. It doesn't even have to be marriage, but I'm just saying, like, the imagery is very quick. I'm getting King of Wands and Queen of Pentacles being both of y'all's, wow. Both of your energies. So it's flip these, whatever makes sense for you. One's a queen, one's a king. Doesn't matter, male or female. It doesn't matter. It's the energy within the card. But they both read stability. Pentacles, stability, financial stability, stability. King of Wands, wands are stability. Everything about this is like stable. So currently you're in a very stable relationship. There is a sense of financially, you guys work very well together. You guys are on the same page with the finances. And I get a sense with that being there that you guys kind of move in together, and there's a sense of like ease within the transition. Y'all are on the same wavelength when it comes to finances. No one's really overspending. It's very like open communication about that. I don't know why I'm making a point of it, but it just is there. There's a sense of you guys do have some spark and a sense of adventure. And I think the fear was lacking the spark, but it's there. There's adventure. Like you guys do things for each other. There's like a back and forth. There's a maturity. You guys are both mature. King and Queen are the highest that I can see that I love in like a love reading. So if there's a knight, if there's a page, it means that they're not mature enough. King and Queen, high maturity. So I love that for you guys. So that's your present. Let's see what's going on in the future. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, interesting. We have the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups. So this is quite interesting to me. So the Three of Swords, I feel like because everything's moving so fast, they have healed a part of you that like you are now making ridiculously like massive decisions. So I see that maybe you guys are moving together. This is the sense where I get like you're the one thing very quickly, like you guys made a decision to maybe move in together. You guys have like that's going to be your future. Like there's a sense of things really falling into place. It's not just talk, it's action. There's a sense of moving, whether it be moving away to a different country, a different state, a different city, different apartment together, house, whatever, but you're healed. This person has healed whatever past situation is there. So if someone's coming in and you don't know if they're right, just know that they're right. There's a sense of that, and they're bringing your inner, this is what like I love, their inner child is coming out. Like if this is a female watching this, I don't know if you guys seen like TikToks about how like women are always in their masculine because they go through all these things that they have to be like they have to own a home, they have to have a career because like the men aren't masculine, they're being feminine. So when you finally meet a man who allows you to love the color pink because like you are now like going back into your feminine, like your inner child is finally coming out, like you can be free, you don't have to be hard, you can be like soft and kind and whatever. This is what I'm feeling. So if you're a man, like just take the opposite of that. Just being able to feel like yourself because you haven't been able to be yourself. You've had to really put on like this facade that the strength is there and stuff, but like all you want to do is just cuddle up into a ball with a person. So there's a lot of beauty within this future in this relationship. And again, this doesn't have to be a forever thing, but it could be. And it feels very good. And it's like kind of pointing in that direction. So if you're very much questioning where the situation is, I wouldn't question it. Like your guides are seeing how beautiful the situation is. There's a lot of fast moving pieces. And I love that for you guys. I think that's beautiful. And the fact that like the future is you're healed. There's some trauma that like this person is holding your hand through your trauma. So take that wherever that makes sense. If this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. I absolutely adore this reading for you guys. But yeah, let's go ahead and do the next one. So what we have is we're going to the air signs at the moment. So we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Go ahead and shuffle, right? I don't like shuffling any other way than this, so don't judge me. And I'm getting like, my guides kind of tell me when to stop. But we'll start with Gemini. I think I said that already. Let's see. Do one more time. I said one more time, but here we are. Okay. Oh, I want to be surprised too. Hopefully that's it. Yeah. I want to be surprised too, so I'm going to land it like this. Okay, Gemini. Let's go ahead with the pass right now. So we have the Three of Cups, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Pentacles. So I'm getting a sense of there was probably a breakup in the past of some sort. In the far past. Far past. I feel like there's some kind of a breakup. You broke up. I feel like you have given into that relationship more than you received. I think that you didn't really expect anything, but you expected something. But you're such a nurturing and caring person that for you, it didn't quite really matter. But it did affect you. I do get a sense of you breaking away and taking your time to get perspective, to get rest, to kind of like, I guess, come back together again, like put your pieces together. And then I do see you kind of like going out there, celebrating yourself, like being with your friends, being with your family. So there's something like some image of growth within this situation, but you did need to take a second to kind of like reel it in. Because whatever it was kind of drained you. There's just too much of you kind of like putting like too many eggs in that basket, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present. So we have the Knight of Cups, perfect, the Chariot, and then the Five of Swords in reverse. So yeah, there is growth from that past situation. There's 100% growth. So I see like you were fighting a fight that you weren't winning, the other person wasn't winning, you walked away from it, and like that has you've moved on from that because you're not willing to fight anymore. Your energy has put out this momentum, so the Chariot is giving me momentum. Like there's like things in progress that's coming into play that will be kind of like blooming. And again, this is a present, so you're kind of seeing that right now. You're seeing the momentum. You're seeing the direction that something is like happening. And there, and that being said, there's the Knight of Cups that kind of came in. So someone is coming in. Maybe you just met them. Maybe currently you just started talking to them. But there is an energy of someone that came in that is kind of like someone quickly after the situation, but someone that's emotionally kind of like bringing you some stability and kind of like being validating and understanding. And maybe they're also an emotional person, which is maybe something you were lacking in the last relationship. But there is empathy. And I think that they like see, like, oh, like you are doing this for me. Let me reciprocate. So I see that. And then so now you're seeing that Chariot, the momentum that this can lead somewhere. There's something with this. So and again, I just with the Knight, it's someone that's still learning their life lessons. They aren't completely mature, but they're headed that way. So they do see the potential within this person. And I don't see you having to have to fight for like just reciprocity. I don't see you needing, like, they do things for you. Because again, you with the charity card here in the past, you were doing the most and not getting anything back. And I feel like you're not fighting that fight anymore. It's just not with this person that came in, you know, and it's not. I don't know if you guys have made it official yet. You probably didn't, but I think you're kind of leading into that kind of realm. So let's go ahead and see what's happening in the future. So we have the Eight of Swords, or Wands, sorry, 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Swords. Yeah. So there's you let go, you let something happen, you let this past situation end. And I get the sense of the healing that came with this, and the fact that you kind of like you let it end. Like the cycle finished, you let it end, and you're kind of like just being present and again taking care of yourself, whatever the case may be. But that cycle has ended. That's what that means for me. And I do see within this situation that things end up again, something coming in quickly the first time in the present, that things kind of escalate very quickly within this. And I feel like you might be getting some kind of a message from this person in the near future about like something that's going to lead to the 10 of Cups. So, you know, and this is a beautiful card. This is like all your cups being filled. Again, this is cups, energy, emotions coming in again. The family, if that's what you're expecting. Like, I think this person is like a future yes. I feel like this is someone that's going to be very long term. And maybe you're questioning that because you're not sure. Again, you're hesitant because you don't want to put yourself out there again and do all those things that kind of made you kind of like burnt out, if that makes sense. But something's coming in, a message is coming in very quickly, from this person kind of offering an opportunity. That's what it feels like to me. And 10 of Cups energy, beautiful. And I'm able to see that you let the cycle end to allow this new future. And again, if you don't like this, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't, but if you don't like it, you can change it. I feel like the future for me is, again, I've said this in the beginning of the video, always moving pieces. You can always change it. You can do whatever you want. It's what your life lesson is, but that's what your trajectory, that's what this momentum is showing me with this person. So if this message is something that resonated with you, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these, and come back for the next month's or next time's reading, as I feel like this is fun and I enjoy doing this and kind of like getting everybody together. But yeah, thank you guys for coming back. Just stick around. We'll go on to Libra. I might pause the video for a quick second to get myself a drink of water, but it'll run to the next one if you kind of want to stick around. You're actually seeing the end of this. Okay, and so now we're back. We're going to go and jump in Libra, see what our past, present, and future looks like. So, start with this. So the past for Libra. So we have the World, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Cups. So it's interesting. There seems to be a person in your life currently that you're talking to, or maybe someone that's in the past. It almost feels it feels like someone that you maybe have some kind of time with, someone that you have had some kind of connection with prior to you being in a relationship with them. Maybe it's a situationship, whatever the case may be. But you have a past already in the past, right? This is someone that's in the past. And it feels older. I don't even know how to explain this. It feels like you have gone through a lot with this person together. Like maybe there's like you guys have known each other for a long time. Maybe you were friends before this, but you guys have they're like-minded energy, and there's definitely like you were there for each other kind of a thing through it all. So there's a lot of understanding within this. Um, and it seems to me like either you are complete within yourself, or this person kind of completed you, or whatever your vision was of your future. And you were kind of stuck trying to figure out if you wanted to move forward with this. Because I just don't see, I don't, again, there's a lot of you guys coming and watching this, right? I don't see that you guys have actually made anything official in the past, but you spent a lot of time together. Um, and you continue to spend time with this person. So maybe it's an ex, maybe you guys never dated before, but there is a sense of harmony and balance and a give and take and reciprocating emotions, feelings, things that you guys do for each other. And you're kind of stuck because in the past, right? This is Beth. You were stuck trying to figure out, what did you want to do? Did you want to move forward? Did you want to have a conversation about this? Do you even like this person in that way? Are you kind of just using them to kind of fill the void of like the need of having that other person because you can't find another person like that? So there's a lot of questions of what you want to do with this person. And you had a fork in the road trying to figure out what that direction is. Again, I think the universe showing you that this is like, again, the world card being here. This is like the full circle. This is exactly what you were manifesting. But again, there's this unknown because I feel like there's like maybe a past with this person already, or you guys have known each other for so long and you don't want to cross the line of like the friendship zone, whether you want to lose that friendship or not, if this doesn't go the way it is planned, which is super valid. But that is the past. So let's go ahead and see what's going on currently right now in the present. So we have the Three of Swords in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. There's so much confusion within this situation. You guys are stuck. This person is still around in your life. Again, I don't see them really leaving. So I do get a sense that you keep them around, whether it's just as a friendship or whatever, however that kind of you want to define that situation. But they're always around. They're always going to be around. That's just a relationship you guys have. They have helped you heal so many wounds. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there is this back and forth of you help each other. There's an understanding of what you guys have gone through, and like you guys give each other advice. This person has helped you heal a lot of wounds. And he or she is investing a lot of time and energy into this person, into you, and vice versa. I think it's like one of those things that like if something happens, you both drop everything for each other, or maybe it's just that you can tell that they like you more than you like them because they drop everything for you. Maybe you don't do it for them, but there is an energy of like this is making you have anxiety because the true emotions are coming through. So there's almost a sense of this has been a thing. Again, relationship has been around for a long time, but because it's been around for a long time, it's almost like the question of, what do you do about it now? Because there was never a line that was drawn, or maybe you have drawn it, but you kept continuing allowing certain things to kind of like come in. Like, you drew a line that there was never a future, but then you would still flirt. Like, there was this blurred line, and there's so much confusion around that, and you don't know what to do, and you don't know how to feel. This person doesn't know what to do. This person doesn't know how to feel. And like, you guys will keep moving forward and then like coming back to each other. And it's just, there's so much like uneasiness about that, because like I feel like you guys are in a place in your life where it's like my biological clock is ticking and I need to figure out what I want to do. And I think there's a question of whether like this person might be holding you back. Again, only because you're allowing communication to happen, because I don't think you can find like what you want in another person. Like whatever it is that you found in them, you can't find them in anyone else, is what I'm trying to say. And so you compare them, like anyone you date, you compare the two. And then you're like, well, that's not enough. It's never going to be enough because you keep continuing this conversation. I think that's what the issue is. It's kind of like, I just told my friend this. It's either you make a decision or the universe is going to make the decision for you. And what I mean by it's like you got to make a decision whether you're going to be with this person or not, or the time is going to tick so fast that you are not going to be able to have that future that you've planned. The universe made that decision for you because you were stuck and standing and not doing anything. And so like I think that's like what's kind of keeping you up at night right now. Like this unknown, like you're watching everyone kind of get married, have kids, or be in relationships, and like you can't even like get someone solid because it's within you. Like you always see a red flag. You're comparing them to this one person about something specific that they're offering. And that could mean certain, I don't know why a lot of you like they have money. I think that's what it is. I think I'm getting like maybe Taurus energy, something like they have a lot of money and they offer that and no one else can offer it because I feel like you guys are very successful. And so like that person kind of like is your equal, and like everyone else, it's like you can't compete. I don't know how that could be for some people, not everybody. But there is a sense of they have this thing that they can offer and no one else can offer that, or it's just very hard to find, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. So we have the 9 of Cups, we have the Emperor in reverse, and the Ace of Swords. So this doesn't seem, for me at least, when we're talking about this person, there is a sense of okay, so divinely handed information is coming in. Whether your guides kind of show you a path. For me, I'm getting a sense that you're going to kind of see who this person is to you very quickly. And I'm not getting a positive note out of this. It's the Emperor in reverse feels almost like you're kind of seeing like the toxicity around it, because it feels almost like very aggressive, very like too possessive, too strong. Like it's not necessarily like the perfect fit for you. And I see that there's an overindulgence in being with this person that is preventing you from moving forward. And I think like seeing that, like I feel like you are going to get some kind of information where you're going to make a decision that is not going to be with this person, like that you are going to be able to move away from this, see the things clearly, see the truth about your situation so that you can stop like hanging on to something that is literally preventing you from moving forward and being with someone else. So this is, I feel like you probably were kind of coming in here thinking like, oh, I just want to know if another person's coming in. There probably are people in your life coming in, but you are just not, until you clear this person out of your life. The other people that keep continuing, because I do get a sense that they are continuing to come in, you are never going to see a match with that person, talk to them, like them, be interested because of this. So I think once you clear this energy, because this is like the future, whenever I said this in like every video, or every part of the video, every sign, and I said in the beginning too as an intro, your future is a moving piece. You don't have to have this future. So if you see this and you're like, I don't want that, you can change it. So if you make a decision to be like, look, I like our relationship and I appreciate it, but I feel like I keep putting my foot down and that's not your fault. Like it could be my fault too. I just think it's unhealthy and I need to like pull away because I really need to do what's best for my future. Then this could be different. And you don't have to be stuck with someone like that is like that you're feeling like all this negativity, the overindulgence, the like, I don't know, it just greediness around it. It just feels super toxic and heavy and not stable. Again, Emperor in reverse, that's not being stable. Emperor upright is stability, reversed opposite, right? No stability within this. And again, I think there's just something better. Like this person might be good, right? You guys have some kind of harmony and connection. There's a back and forth, a give and take. But I don't think that's what the universe wanted for you. And I think they wanted something more. And that you probably want something more. But again, you're stuck on this. It might be like an ex almost situation or a friendship. Because there's a friendship, I don't feel like it would be that bad. But I feel like it's an ex that you continue to stay friends with. So keep that in mind. If this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. But just ask your guides for help. I think it's super important. Like people forget that you can actually ask them for help. So if you feel stuck, ask them. Be like, hey guys, like I don't know what to do. Like, can you help me out here? Like throw me a bone. Like, what do I need to do? Send me a sign. Send me a direction. Guide me. I mean, they're there for you. That's what guardian angels are for. They're guiding you, guardian. They're guarding you. There you go. Anyway, so let's go ahead. We're going to go stick to the air signs here. We're going to go straight to Aquarius and see what kind of messages there for Aquarius right now in their love reading. We're going to do past, present, and future. Okay, so what do we have going on in the past? Ooh, okay. So we have the Justice card, the Queen of Wands, and the Devil. And that is interesting to me. So this seems very toxic. Something that this is the past again, okay? So, things could be different now, but in the past there was a situation where there was a lot of toxicity. You felt chained to a person. I think there was almost self-sabotaging or even just the person sabotaging the entire relationship. It was bad. It was very, very bad. It was like a dark place in your life. I feel like you have risen from it because I do see the Queen of Wands in there. I feel like you are now making your own path and guiding yourself out of it. But there is a lot in the karma card being here. Well, I say that you've gotten out of it, but again, might be a situation that your sign coming in, it's only like a collective. So maybe you're still stuck in the situation. But again, past, I'm getting the energy of it almost being like broken free from. And um where you thought this person was your forever, because this is like if you see this is the two lovers at the bottom, which is supposed to depict harmony, but because the devil there and there's the chain, it was like a fake image of what this love and harmony is supposed to be, and then it turned into something different. And with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you kind of are paving your path. Maybe you are still kind of getting yourself out of it, but you're moving away because you have an image of what you deserve. And the Justice card being like, I feel like what was not right was made right. So there's karma involved. That's why I feel like you have moved away from this toxic situation. Could it still be lingering? Sure. I mean, some of you could have that kind of energy. We will look at the present, but I do want to hit like ahead here that there was something very, very hard and tough and traumatic that you have experienced, and it feels like a long time. It feels like maybe 3 years plus, at minimum 3 years. But again, something has happened where there's karma and the balance in the universe was kind of like put into play. So keep that in mind. Let's see what's going on in the present. So we have the 10 of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. So yes, I do get a sense that currently you have walked away from that situation. There's a air like this heaviness has lifted from my shoulders. I feel like you've either made decisions, you've made changes, you made shifts. Something has changed. I don't necessarily see a person right now. That being said, there is the Knight of Cups. There could be a person there. Currently, though, I think that this is your energy, just because of how heavy it was. There is a sense of you filling your own cups, you creating your own destiny. There is some sense of freedom and some sense of emotional stability now that you are not having to have to deal with that past experience. And I feel like happiness and good emotions are kind of coming in very quickly now. And it's one of those things that I'm saying that because your guides want you to want to validate you that you made the right decision. It's like when you were in this situation, you always felt icky. The emotion was gone. And as soon as you left, it was like, oh, I'm not depressed. I don't have this issue. It was this person doing this to me. And so now the depression lifts. I feel like that's one of the things I wanted to say. I feel like there's some kind of mental health issues that you were dealing with and it's gone now. And like now that should be like the green flag for you that you made the right move, because that is telltale sign that you just weren't in the right place with the right person. And now you moved away and I see like there's celebration around that. There's stability. That's stability 4 right there, stability. Um so yeah, you're in a very good place right now, and I do get a sense like it's still scary, but you're in a better place than you were before, and you're making the right moves to kind of get yourself into the right mindset, the right headspace to do what's best for you. I do see a lot of family coming around. Maybe there's some kind of celebration, something that gives you an escape to kind of like see people, to celebrate things. Maybe there's a wedding, an engagement, something, a birth of a child, something there to like kind of give you like an escape. Because or maybe like someone planned a vacation and you were like, yes, let's do it. There's something about an escape that's kind of happening in your present or will be happening pretty shortly if it hasn't already. So keep that in mind. I do sense like you just are right now doing this for you. Now, for some of you might have someone coming in. So there is a Knight of Cups energy here. Again, I don't think that's all of you guys, but it's like a small percentage. Someone is coming in that's gonna bring you like a knight. It's not a knight of shining armor. That's a sword. But like for me, it's someone coming in swiftly. Someone that's like kind of working their way into maturity, but they're offering you some kind of emotional reprieve, something that like you feel nurtured emotionally, like you actually feel comfortable and cozy on the inside. So that might be something that's happening in the present as well, but not for a lot of you. I feel like this is your energy really more than anything, not another person. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in your future. Yes, so we have the Three of Cups, King of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. So I do get a sense that, again, like I don't think this present energy is someone in, but I do get a sense that someone is going to come in the future. Um, and that's going to be when you least expect it. This is not something planned. You are not thinking about it. You are not there. You are more focused on enjoying your time and really healing because you let something close, obviously. Like you made that decision. You let something end, you let something kind of come to full completion, and you're kind of like dealing with the side effects of that, but you are still doing the right things by putting yourself first and like enjoying your life, enjoying who you are, the happiness, the excitement. And I do, because of how you are setting yourself up energetically in this instance, someone is going to come in, King of Wands, and I love that I'm seeing a king, King of Wands energy that is just going to be maturity is there. Again, not something you expected, comes in out of nowhere, and you kind of like makes you have to like figure out, do you want to like even entertain this opportunity, right? And like this is, you all have free will, you don't have to entertain it, but just know like you this is more of like an ego boost for you, and maybe you do give this person an opportunity, but this is to show you your worth, that you are worthy of love and like attention, and this person is going to bring some kind of fiery passion and excitement into your life. And there is some sense of stability because I feel like your last relationship was toxic, and you are Queen of Wands energy. So this is you coming into your best self right now. And the fact that a king, this is like your match that's coming into your future. So you took a hold of yourself and this is what's coming in. So I don't know, I like that. So keep that in mind, because that's a really very interesting sign that you guys are almost a match, and it's just the energy and the passion and excitement. You guys are, I feel like you guys even experienced almost the same relationship. So if this comes into your future and you're like, wow, you guys went through the same stuff, that should be a signal for you that like my guides kind of told me that already. And now I just can make a decision whether or not I want to be with this person or give him a shot, right? You don't have to, you can, it's all up in the air, but just know that that is what your future kind of looks like. And if you continue down this path, you will have that opportunity if you want it. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. Definitely ask your guides for help. Like you need to do is just ask. They're there waiting. They're waiting to help you. But a lot of people just forget that, you can actually do those things. So if you're ever in a tough situation or just need to know like you're on the right path, they're more than happy to show you and tell you. Like they'll send you signs, angel numbers. I mean, the butterfly is my sign. I see that and I know like, oh, everything's good and I'm on the right path. And it doesn't have to be good or bad. It's just one of those things like, okay, like I'm on the right path. So let's jump ahead and see, maybe stick around if you want to see water signs, and maybe a water sign is in your life. Maybe the person in your past is a water sign. You kind of want to see what their reading looks like. But we are going to hop on over to the water sign. We have Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. We'll start with Cancer. I'm going to shuffle the cards here before we do our reading. Kind of see where my guides want me to stop. And then I'll pull those cards. That feels right. Oh, did I do? Okay, I need one more, so that goes there. Okay. So for Cancer, this is what we have for the past. So we have, I didn't know. I feel like I didn't shuffle right. Yeah, let me do that one more time. I don't like that. It's literally the same cards that I got. And I don't like that. It could be, but it'll tell me in a different way if that was accurate, but I don't know. No. Okay. Oops. Whoop. That's a card. We'll leave that. That, I feel like these two cards are going to be okay. And we'll start with this. Okay. I feel better about this. So we have in the past, we have the King of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Four of Swords. So that's interesting to me. I feel okay. So for me, I feel like there is somebody in your, quite recent past that you ended things with. So there definitely feels like I don't know why I'm getting a lot of manipulation. So if this kind of resonates, definitely leave a comment. But I do get a sense of a lot of manipulation within your past relationships. Again, this is a past. There was a relationship with a person, and it feels like they used their position. Like, I don't know if they made more money than you, or maybe they just like put themselves up on a pedestal. Whatever that means. I'm getting an image of being higher up than you in some kind of aspect where they think they're better than you or they deserve more than you, whatever that is. And because this is like how they kind of see themselves, like this King of Pentacles. So money is kind of involved in this potentially, maybe not for every Cancer, but there is a sense like they held some kind of power over you. Maybe financially, they were the ones that were like, kind of taking care of you, like they paid for dates, they did this. And so they've been holding that for a while. And I think you guys were in a relationship for a long time. Years. It spans years. I don't know why I'm getting years. At least 4. 5, maybe even 6. But I'm getting either 4 or 6. Because the Lovers here and the 4 of Wands. But there is a sense of that this was supposed to be a balanced, very harmonic relationship. It's on paper beautiful, but you feel awful all the time. And I think it's because they're lacking in so many aspects and they weren't treating you correctly because they held something over your head. I don't know if that makes sense to you. Hopefully it does. And I get a sense that you broke away from this, that there's a sense of having to have to rest and reset out of this relationship. That just seems not happy, not good, not comfy, not cozy. I mean, maybe comfortable in a sense that financially you were okay, but like you weren't having your needs met or anything like that. So let's go ahead and jump into the present, see what we have here. So we have the 8 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and 7 of Swords. So in the present, I feel like you are finding out some things. So I think you're hanging on to this person. This person is still in your life. I think you've disconnected. I see that there's a disconnect, but I also see that you're still in your own way with this person, in a sense that like you're blocking your future like moves Like there's a wall in place that you put there for yourself and you can't pass that wall because you're stuck on this person. And I think you're finding out how like not good of a person that they are, people they are, person, whatever he or she is. And there you are so Page of Pentacles being here is a messenger. So there's a messenger here that's like your guides are showing you, because you already broke away, you already made some kind of move, and your guides are like, yes, okay, you made the right decision to keep moving forward, and you keep getting opportunities, but you're swatting them away, and because you're blocking yourself because you're stuck on this person. And it's interesting because you're in a place right now that like you know that they're not good, but you keep allowing them into your life. I think there's a lot of confusion. You're kind of stuck. It's like you have this connection, you can't cut the cord, there's a tie connecting you guys, but they're not doing anything good. Like I think they are like, oh, well, now I'm free, so I get to do whatever I want. And you're still trying to work things out, and like it's like not going to work out. And I see the hope there. I see you wanting things to work out. I see that you're also open-minded into new opportunities, but you don't, like, you're in your own way. I don't see you actually taking those new opportunities. I just think that you're stuck. So like I really truly feel in the present, you feel stuck, you feel trapped, you feel like you can't move on, but you can't move with this person anymore. And so there's just this stagnation currently. But let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. So the future is the Justice in reverse, Six of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. So this isn't necessarily the best thing that I want to see in the future, but this is what the beauty is of the future. And I'm going to make a very, very big statement. I said it again in the beginning of like my intro. Whatever I tell you in the future, this isn't set in stone. This is your guides showing you the trajectory you are on right now, which is you're blocking yourself and you're stuck. This is the energy that you are showing for the future, and you can change that as long as you can change this. If you can change that you are not stuck, you make a decision, you close that door and continue to move forward because you are getting divinely handed things. Like you're getting opportunities. It's just you're not taking them. And right now, what I see in the future as it stands, which can change if you can kind of put your mind to it, is that like there is no victory. You continue to go down this path. You continue to sabotage like your own future. Your inner child is crying and screaming to come out, but you can't because you're still going back to this toxicity, this person who's holding some kind of power over you. And I think noticing that they have some power over you, but right now there is no reading of another person coming in because you're stuck with this one. It's about closing that door. There is no karma. There is no justice being done. Things are not balanced. Things are not going the way that you want them to. There's just like a misalignment at the moment with the Justice card in reverse. So like what you're expecting like your transition to be isn't happening. And so a lot of you guys are transitioning into thinking like, oh, well, maybe I made a mistake because things aren't working out. They're not working out because it's still allowing this opportunity to come in or this past to come into your life. And so and that's the thing, as soon as you close the door, the universe is able to give you an opportunity. So right now I don't see a new opportunity. I see like basically a failing because something isn't happening because you're stuck. And I think if you could see that, if that's something that like you're like, I don't like that, well then unstuck yourself. Like it's not proper English, but just unstuck yourself. Just get yourself out of this. Like you have full control and autonomy over that. Like you can make that decision, and only you can make that decision, because that person isn't going to let you go. I feel like they're controlling, and they have so much control over your life, and they know that, and you give them exactly what they need in that instance. So if this is something you want to change, you are more than capable of changing it. Your guides believe in you, and I think you coming here and them showing you this is something for you to be like, okay, let me do something different, and let me move a different way so that my guides can tell me the next reading, like how I'm doing, and update on that. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. But again, ask your guides for help. I say this at the end of every one of these sections, but they are just waiting for you to ask. So if you don't like this and you need someone to help you get you out, ask them to help. They'll show you signs. They'll hold your hand. They're not going to make you do anything, but they will definitely be by your side. And I think, I mean, there's so many times where I've been stuck and I needed help, and my guides were like, I'm here for you. And they lead me out wherever I need. So let's go ahead. We're going to keep moving forward. We're going to go to Scorpio. See what's going on with Scorpio, past, present, future. I'm just going to shuffle a little here so that we get the right reading for the sign. That feels about right. Okay. So we have Scorpio. Let's do the past. So the past here, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is a sense of something very, very toxic in the past. I feel like you gave more than this person ever did. I think you saw something really beautiful in this relationship in the beginning, but then like the true colors kind of already like the true colors showed themselves, and you were in too deep and you couldn't walk away. And I think there's some kind of attachment to this person that isn't healthy. And I think that some of you might have already left, because I do get a sense with the Queen of Pentacles that you are almost being your own stability. I do feel like the door might be slightly open. We'll see what's going on in the present, but it's like 50-50. I feel like some of you guys have left and some of you guys have that door open, but like you have had some growth within yourself where you know that you can take care of yourself on so many different like levels. I feel like you have a lot to offer. They know how much that you have to offer, and so they're not really letting you go. If there's some kind of door that's still open, maybe you haven't walked away completely. Maybe you have, but there's still some kind of connection. But there is toxicity. This is completely toxic. There is a sense of sabotaging, like your future, like your whatever you're manifesting, like it's just that's not it, and you're allowing that like this person to sabotage what you truly want. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the present. So yeah, there is a sense of walking away. We have the Five of Pentacles, the Star, which is beautiful, and the Five of Swords in reverse. So there is a renewed hope. I do get a sense a lot of you guys are walking away currently as we speak. It's a tough process, so I don't know if all of you guys have done like completely cut away from that, but I do get a sense of this like being the Queen of Pentacles, like you bringing your own stability. You were able to kind of pick your battles at this point. Like you have accepted a lot of things about this person. Like you have given your own self your own closure. I don't think you'll ever get the closure that you want and or need from this person. I think you have tried to have conversations, or you will try, because again, this is like currently you're going to try to have conversations, and like they'll just tell you what you want to hear, and at the end of the day it's like nothing that comes out of this person's mouth is going to be accurate. So I just have to give myself like the correct closure for me to move forward. But I do see that you pick your battles at this point and you're not fighting the fight. Like nobody's winning in this. Like you just stop, you give up, like it just isn't worth it anymore. And so I do see currently that there is a renewed sense of hope, and that like you're being guided out of this situation, which is beautiful. I feel like there's starting to be some kind of emotional balance within yourself, within what you see in your future, because that wasn't what you were manifesting. Again, this is so toxic, and I know that's going to be difficult. So there might be a back and forth. It's not a complete easy breakaway. Again, I do see that you're moving out of that, but it's not like 100% like done. It's just like the movement out, like you're getting there. It's almost over. Like I get a sense of it's almost over. Like you're still kind of walking through the cold and the snow. You know what I mean? But there is a hardship currently, and like, but you see the light at the end of the tunnel. So that's a positive takeaway. But let's go and see what's going on in the future. Beautiful. So Ace of Wands. Yes, finally, we see the light at the end of the tunnel. We have the Six of Swords and the Magician. So yeah, you are moving away. So there's a sense of movement, like physical movement. Either you pack your stuff and leave, or you physically stop talking to them. I see like maybe you blocking their phone number. Maybe you like decide, you know what, everything in this city reminds me of them, and I keep running into them. I'm going to move into a different city. So this is like actual movement. So maybe you guys are having some kind of decision around that. But this is what you're manifesting. Like, you are manifesting something big, something huge. You're the magician, and there is an opportunity coming in. This is divinely handed. And I feel like it's 50-50. Some of you guys don't even want to be in a relationship, but kind of want to see if this person leaves. Again, this is only in your control. Is this person going to leave? It'll be up to you because you can block them. I think that you haven't chose to do that. And so like now it's like that is in your control. This is going to be this person stop talking to you. They want to be with you. They have a tie to you. It almost feels like something karmic. You guys have had other past lives together that you just haven't, maybe a twin flame situation. Again, I don't necessarily, like, everyone wants to find their twin flame. For me, I've met my twin flame, and I'm going to tell you something. I want nothing to do with them. Like, twin flames, like, brings out the worst in, like, yourselves. And, like, I grew from it, but the other person didn't. And I don't ever want anyone to go. Like, I hear so many mixed bags of, like, because I think the reason why you're still stuck with this person, because you do think that they're like some kind of like soulmate or twin flame or whatever. And like, you're always going to have another soulmate. You're always going to have another person that comes in. It's just whether or not you learn lessons together and meeting your twin flame and then like having to learn the lessons together. Like, yeah, if you guys are like on the same page and mature together, that's a beautiful thing because you go through a lot and learn together and it makes your connection stronger. But if one of you guys don't commit, then it's a miss and it's the worst experience ever. And trust me when I tell you, I hated it. And so like, I never recommend trying to meet your twin flame. So many people want to meet their twin flames. I don't know. It's just it's toxic. It's not for me. And again, everyone has their opinion on that. Don't have to listen to me. I don't think that twin flames is who you're supposed to be looking for. I think you're in control of your own destiny and like manifest the person you want. I just think that is way better than trying to learn a lesson in life with a person. It's just, I don't know. I scarred for life. Let's just say that. And I think like the future is showing you manifesting this situation. If you are ready to date, I see a person coming in. This is divinely handed because you've learned your life lesson and the universe is like, here you go. And the person's going to come in that sparks your passion. It brings stability, brings excitement. There's fire, there's heat. It's like what you were expecting, kind of like what you had in the beginning with this last relationship, except more green flags. But I also get a sense that people that aren't ready to date, that they have opportunities to travel, to find what they really want to do in life, to find their passion, their spark. But 50-50 on this, because again, there's so many of you guys coming in, but I do see someone that's kind of like in the near future, kind of like rearing their head to kind of start something. But what that something is, a lot of you guys kind of are trying to decide that. And I think a lot of that is kind of putting things into motion and moving away from this relationship. That just has to happen. So if this message did resonate, definitely like and subscribe so don't miss another one of these. And we're going to just keep moving forward. We have one last sign here, which is Pisces. And we're going to do this love reading here. And again, like we're going to shuffle, see what feels right, when to stop. But a lot of people like maybe coming in and thinking like, oh, like this doesn't resonate with me, which is totally fine. Again, there are Pisces that are married that are probably looking at this and like, all right, well, I'm not leaving my boyfriend and it's not toxic, or my husband and it's not toxic. And that's fine. Be in a happy, healthy relationship. But there's some people that need guidance, and that's what truly who this is really for. So let's go ahead, see what we have for Pisces. This feels right. Oh, I'm not done. Ahead of myself. Okay, so this is the past. So we have the Magician, the Star, and the Five of Swords. So I think a lot of you guys were in a place of singledom in the past, and you were trying to manifest the right person into your life. I don't know why I'm getting like you were going to places where you could possibly meet the person that you wanted. Like you had a type, you have a type and you want You don't care about like anything else except for this type. Maybe you like want someone that's athletic and built, so you go to the gym and try to meet that person there. I think that you're trying to manifest a certain person. You kept putting yourself into these positions to kind of meet that person. And I think like your past, like you had breakups and it wasn't good and you were healing from it and there was a sense of renewed hope. And so you were being very positive and optimistic in this dating arena. And I think you kept finding people that, and this is, I'm saying this for a reason. I think you kept finding people and meeting people that were triggering your trauma because you kept going for the same type of person that you dated in the past that never worked out. And so you were like, there were a lot of fighting with people. Like you couldn't understand why you keep meeting these people. And so you're still single. I feel like you guys might still be single right now. And I think that there's a sense of, you guys don't notice that you guys are like, you have a type and you keep going for the wrong type. And it's like not what you want, it's what you need. And you just keep going for what you want. Like you want this like beautiful person and they're ugly on the inside, but the beautifulness on the outside. I mean, that's like part of the dating apps, which is so dumb to me. Like I feel like a lot of you, it might have worked for some people, that's great. But every time I talk to my friends, I'm like, you're not going to meet your person on a dating app because a dating app, like all you are doing is seeing a picture and whatever they want you to know on their like little prompts. And it's like, cool. But then like you meet them and then after a while you see their true colors and they're just like hideous on the inside. And you're just like, what is wrong with this person? And it's like nobody, like I feel like no honest, genuine person, and it's so rare because like I know like you're going on there, I'm an honest, genuine person on these dating apps, like great, you are one in like a diamond in a rough. And I say that to my friends because they are, and it's just like you're never going to meet the right person on a dating app. There is no, for me at least in my opinion, the universe isn't going to align you so easily that way with somebody. Those dating app people are lessons. Those people are for you to figure out what you want and for you to learn that like it's not what you want, it's what you need. Because the right person, the good person that keeps showing up is never going to be your type. It's so hard to find that. It's just, it's not, it's about what makes you feel on the inside, not what your brain gets happy about. I don't even know how to explain that. That's not correct. Like it's not like, oh, like visually. That's what I meant. Like visually, it's not supposed to be appealing. It's supposed to make you feel something. And like that's how it should be. And I feel like you are learning that right now or like in the past or you're like not realizing it because you keep putting yourself in the situation that it's like every guy's like this. Why can't I find it? It's because you keep going for the wrong person. You go for the person that is your type. Again, you put yourself in situations that you meet this type of person thinking that someone's going to be different. And like maybe, but again, it's not about what you need, it's what you want. I'm going to keep stressing that throughout this entire reading. So, what's going on in the present? We have the World in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune. So I'm getting a sense that you are meeting people. So that's a given. There's never anyone that comes in that's a match. It's always a mismatch. There's just your cups aren't being filled. There's no harmony, there's no back and forth. There's nothing reciprocal, no balance. There's just, again, it's because it's not the right person you're meeting, the world being in reverse. Like this is not the complete cycle. This is not something that was meant for you. I feel like you're currently talking to somebody. So there's a person currently right now that you are talking to. And you're hopeful and you're holding on to this because in the looks department, this is the person, but they're just not, there's just something they're doing that is off-putting to you. And this is part of your lesson. So the Wheel of Fortune being here, I feel like this is part of your lesson. You're just delaying the inevitable. This is going to end. What comes up must come down. I just think that this is going to end at some point in the near future. That's probably what's going to show up in the next few cards here. But there is no balance within this certain relationship right now. And I feel like there might be multiple people. I feel like you just keep meeting the wrong ones and you think they are the right ones and they're not. And then when the right person comes in, you don't give them opportunity because it's just not giving you the spark, not making you feel anything, which is valid and fair. But I think that that's something to kind of decipher of why. And if you want the right relationship, this is something to kind of dissect, to kind of like figure out what you need to do for yourself to give these other people an opportunity, because the opportunity for like this forever, the world is there. It's just you're not taking it. And I think at this point, you're kind of getting deflated because at first you had renewed hope and you were like optimistic and excited for this journey. And now I feel like there's almost like you're kind of getting deflated and like kind of getting like bummed out by like, well, why haven't I met the right person? So I'm getting that kind of energy. Let's go ahead and see what's going on in the future. So we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so, oh, okay, there is a sense of, I think it's the same person that you are talking to now, or someone's going to come into your future is going to be the same situation. So there's something about like same. So I feel like it's the same person specifically that you're currently talking to. If you're currently talking to someone now, if not, that's whoever's going to show up. And I feel like you're going to put time and energy and effort into the relationship at that point. And I feel like you're going to be stuck. There's going to be a sense of boredom, and like the universe is like trying to show you like here's an out, here's a different person, and you're just like, "Ugh, I feel stuck, and I feel like I already put so much time and effort into this that like I just can't." And like the universe is kind of handing you an opportunity like that'll pick you up emotionally, and you're just stuck. And now you feel like you kind of like going in a rut, going in a loop, going in a circle. And it's like, again, I said this in the beginning of the video, this is not your forever. This is not set in stone. This is what's going to happen if you continue picking the wrong person and continue that cycle. I think if you can recognize that you are doing this and kind of make a change, kind of find the different person and just try it out, just experiment, like see what you like and don't like. You don't know because you keep going for the same person. Just experiment. Then this wouldn't be here. This will be different, and we can do, I might continue doing this. I actually like doing this. This is kind of fun. And you can see what the next month's like kind of direction for this love reading is. But right now, the path that you are kind of like going on is you're going to feel stuck with this person, and you're going to put so much time and effort in it that you're just like, okay, well, I don't want to waste my time. My biological clock is ticking. They seem okay. I might as well. And they are good looking. I might as well. Like there's something around like you're just stuck and not, and like there are opportunities that are being presented, but you feel committed and you feel like you need to do this and you just keep saying no. And then you're like apathetic. Like this is you. You're just like, okay, like leave me alone. Like whatever, it is what it is. And then you become miserable, and we don't want that, right? So if you can see that this is a trajectory you're on, maybe we can shift things and make a change. Again, all this is moving pieces, not set in stone. You have autonomy and you can make a change for that. This is just part of our life lesson. So if this message does resonate, definitely like and subscribe so you don't miss another one of these. And thank you guys for coming back. This is the end of the video. So hopefully you guys like this. Definitely leave a comment. Let me know if you guys want me to keep doing things like this, because I don't know. I find this very, I don't know, insightful, and it's fun because you can kind of like pick and choose who you want to watch, and appreciate you guys. This is fun. See you guys next time. Bye.